When a rental review turns into a cleanup project. A review tells you what is wrong. A cleanup project fixes what is wrong. So this is the simplest way to understand the difference, right? And I want to talk about this because it's very common for rental owners, Airbnb hosts, and real estate investors to request a rental review because something fell off. Maybe the Airbnb income does not match the bank deposit. Maybe the mortgage payment was entered in a way that does not look right. Maybe repairs and improvement are all mixed together. Maybe the depreciation schedule is missing. Or maybe the owner simply look at the rental number and think, I don't know if this is correct. So they request a review. And sometimes without realizing it, right, they expect the review to fix everything immediately. But a rental review and a rental cleanup project are not the same thing. The review is the diagnostic step. The cleanup project is the implementation step. The review helps identify what looks wrong, what is missing, what is unclear, and maybe duplicates, and what needs more support. A cleanup project is where the records are corrected, reconciled, reorganized, rebuilt, or prepared properly so the tax return can be filed, reviewed, or corrected with better information. Think of it like going to an appointment because something does not feel right. The first appointment helps identify the symptoms and what might need attention. But if there is a bigger issue, the next step may be a treatment plan, right? You would not want someone to jump into a major treatment without first understanding what is wrong. It is the same idea here, right? A rental review helps avoid guessing. It helps answer the question, what kind of problem are we really dealing with? For example, a rental review might identify income mismatches, right? It might show unclear deposit, it might find mortgage payment issues, it might point out repair versus improvement question, it might show missing depreciation records, it may identify missing closing statements, missing Airbnb or verbal report or QuickBooks categories that do not make sense. This is very useful, but that does not mean the review automatically rebuild a full year of books, right? It does not automatically reconcile every bank deposit. It does not automatically amend a prior tax return. It does not automatically recreate depreciation schedule. It does not automatically clean up QuickBooks. It identifies what may need to be fixed. It uses a simple Airbnb example. An owner might say, my Airbnb 1099K does not match my bank deposit. Can you review it? During the review, we may see that the platform report shows gross income, but the bank only shows net deposit. That means Airbnb or VRBO might have collected the guest payment, deducted fees, handled refund adjustment, and then deposit the net amount into the bank. So the review might identify the reason the numbers do not match. But if the books need to be corrected month by month, that is cleanup work. If we need to break out gross income, host fee, cleaning fee, refund adjustment, and payout timing differences, that takes more work than simply identifying the rules, right? The issue. The review tells us this is likely a gross versus net reporting problem. The cleanup project fixes the records. Another example is unclear deposit, right? A rental bank account might have deposits that look like income, but not every deposit is rental income. Some deposits might be rent, some might be security deposit, some may be owner transfers, some might be a tenant reimbursement, some may be loans, some might be refunds. Some might just be transfers between bank accounts, right? During the review, we might identify deposits that need explanation. If there are only a few, the owner might be able to answer the questions quickly. But if there's unclear deposit throughout the whole year, that might turn into a cleanup project. Because now the work is not just saying the deposits are unclear. The work becomes reviewing the bank activity, asking questions, organizing the answer, and correcting the income records. This is a different scope, right? Mortgage payments and another common example for you, right? A reviewer might identify that the full mortgage payment was entered as rental expense, right? That is a red flag because the full payment usually include different pieces. There may be principal, there might be interest, there might be escrow, there might be property taxes, there might be insurance, right? For tax purposes, those pieces do not all get treated the same way. So the review might identify the issue, but fixing it might require looking at Form 1098, mortgage statements, escrow records, property tax payments, insurance amounts, and the actual entries in the books, right? If those numbers need to be corrected in QuickBooks or in rental spreadsheet, that become cleanup work. The review tells us the mortgage may have been entered incorrectly. The cleanup fixes the entry, right? Repair and improvements can also turn a review into a larger project. An owner might have a category called repairs, and inside that category there might be plumbing repairs, small maintenance, appliance purchases, flooring, roofing, renovation, and larger contractor payment. During the review, we might say some of these expenses need more detail, right? That does not mean anyone did anything wrong on purpose. It just means the category is too broad. A small repair might be treated one way. A larger improvement might need to be handled differently. So if all contractor payment was listed as repair, the review might identify that the invoice needs to be reviewed more carefully. But going through the invoices, separating repairs from improvements, identifying assets, and correcting the cleanup, the books, keeping the records, that is cleanup work, right? Depreciation is another area where the review can uncover deeper issues, right? Sometimes the depreciation schedule is missing. Sometimes the land and building allocation is unclear. Sometimes improvements were never added. Sometimes appliances, furniture, and renovation was not tracked separately. Sometimes the prior year depreciation does not match what the owner expected. A review might identify that something is missing or unclear, but reconstructing depreciation history can take additional work. It may require prior year tax return. It may require closing statement. It may require purchase records. It may require improvement invoices. It may require looking at when the property was placed in service. And if the issue goes back several years, it may require deeper prior year review. So the review might tell us depreciation needs attention, but the cleanup or reconstruction is the next step. And sometimes the review shows that the issue did not start this year. This is important, right? Maybe the same mortgage problem happened for 3 years. Maybe depreciation was missing from the beginning. Maybe rental income was reported inconsistently over multiple years. Maybe Airbnb income was recorded on bank deposit only year after year. Maybe owner transfers were included as rental income in more than 1 year. In that situation, the next step might not be simple current year cleanup. The next step might be prior year review or amendment analysis, right? Or discussion about what will realistically be corrected and what documents are available. This is why a review is very helpful, right? It helps determine whether the issue is small, moderate, or larger than expected. QuickBooks is another good example. QuickBooks can look organized and still not be tax ready, right? The bank feed may be connected, right? The transaction may be categorized. Reports may be available, but the question is not only whether the file looks neat. The question is whether the books tell the right tax story. A review might identify uncategorized transactions. It might find personal expenses. It might find transfers, reported income. It might show missing property classes. It might show security deposits included in rental income. It might show repairs and improvements mixed together. Those are reviews finding. But correcting the QuickBooks file is usually cleanup work that might involve uncategorizing transactions, creating better accounts, separating properties, correcting transfers, reviewing owner contribution, and making sure the year-end number makes sense. So if a review turns into a cleanup project, it does not mean the reviews fail. Actually, this is the point of the review. The review is supposed to help identify what needs attention. It helps avoid jumping into a big project without knowing the scope. It also helps avoid paying for the wrong kind of help. Without a review, an owner might ask for tax preparation when they really need bookkeeping cleanup fast. Or they might ask for bookkeeping cleanup when the main issue is depreciation. Or they might think they need an amended return when the first issue is missing documentation. Or they might feel like everything is wrong, but only a few items need clarification, right? The review helps define the next step. A good rental review should help the owner understand what appears okay and what is unclear, what documents are missing, what may need correction, and what the recommended next step is, right? It should not make the owner feel more confused. After the review, the next step might be simple, right? Maybe the owner just need to gather missing documents. Maybe they need to answer a few clarification questions. Maybe they need to provide the Airbnb annual report. Maybe they need to find the closing statement. But sometimes the next step is bigger. It may be cleaning up of QuickBooks, right? It may be reconciling Airbnb or VRBO income. It may be correcting mortgage entries. It may be reviewing repairs based improvements. It may be reviewing depreciation. It may be preparing the tax return. It may be reviewing a file return. Or it may be considering whether an amended return analysis is needed. Let's put this together with one realistic example, right? A landlord start with one concern. They say, oh, my Airbnb 1099K does not match what went into my bank account. That sounds like one issue, but during the review, you might find that the income was recorded from a net deposit only. Platform fees were not recorded. Several owner transfers were included in income. A few refunds were not accounted for, right? And the full mortgage payment were deducted as rental expense. At that point, the review had done its job. It identified the issue. But now the cleanup project is what fixes them, right? That might mean reconciling the platform income, correcting the books, separating transfers from income, reviewing the mortgage split, and preparing cleaner numbers for the tax return. This is also why pricing expectations matter, right? A small review can be limited because it is designed to identify issue. Cleanup work takes more time because it involves correcting records, reviewing documents, asking follow-up questions, and sometimes rebuilding part of the books. It is better to know what upfront than to assume one small reviews include unlimited correction work. And this is not about blaming the owner, right? Rental records are messy in real life. Airbnb payouts are not always simple. Mortgage payments are confusing. Repairs and improvements are easy to mix up. QuickBooks, bank fees can create a false sense of organization, and prior year tax records are not always easy to follow. So the goal is not to make anybody feel bad. The goal is to figure out what is actually needed. This is general educational information, not personalized tax advice, right? Because everyone's situation is different. The main takeaway from this video is this, right? A rental review is not the same thing as a cleanup project. The review tells you what may be wrong. The cleanup project fixes what is wrong. So starting with the review help make the next step cleaner, more focused, and more realistic. So if you are not sure whether your rental situation needs a simple review, bookkeeping cleanup, depreciation review, or deeper tax correction, start with the rental property tax cleanup and savings review, right? The goal is to identify what needs attention before jumping into a larger project.